Well, here at the Garden Tractor Extravaganza, you see all kinds of classic garden tractors from very old to fairly new. Michael Bunner from Linville, Indiana. Tell us about this Bolens. What year was this one built?
This one is a 1980 Bolens HT-20D, and the D stands for diesel.
And tell us just a little bit about how you got into garden tractor collecting, how you got a hold of this Bolens.
My son started the madness. He has what they call yellow fever, and he has 14 Cub Cadets, and he has one Bolens like this one, but it's a gas. He started it, he was 7, so quite a while ago, but he got me involved in it, and I seen this tractor sitting alongside the road, and I'm not one to stop and ask, and I told my dad about it, and he ended up stopping and talked to an elderly woman, and she said that it was her son's, and she would have him call me. A few weeks later he called, and I went up and looked at it again, and ended up buying it and brought it home. It had sat for around 10 years outside, and I loaded her on a trailer and hauled it home and started working on it, trying to get her to run. The floorboards were rusted off of it. I had to cut metal out and welded metal in, did some body work, and the list goes on and on and on.
But it's a pretty sweet running tractor, the HT-20D for diesel, right?
Yes, sir. She runs really, really good. I hope it keeps running really, really good. The diesel, it's a Ducati, so it's an Italian diesel, which it is badged as a Wisconsin. So it's pretty rare. And if something breaks, I'm in trouble, because you cannot find parts anywhere anymore.
Where does your Bolens fall in the lineup as far as when they built these tractors in 1980 and 81?
My Bolens was number 87 off the assembly line in 1980. I only know of one other lower serial number. His is in the 40s.
And how powerful is this one?
It says it's a 20 horse, but I would say it's probably 23 or 24 horse.
And that engine has a sound. Talk just a little bit about how much you enjoy riding and getting to hear that engine.
It's definitely a attention getter. Whenever I got it, it still had the horizontal muffler on it, and I thought, man, this ain't right. You know, it's a diesel. It's got to have a straight pipe on it. So I had the pipe put on it, and had to put a bracket on it to help brace it. And whenever you start it at one of these shows, the heads turn. Everybody turns to look and see what it is. It's a very nice running tractor.
Got a nice rumble to that engine. Now, you talked about the exhaust pipe. What else have you modified on the Bolens built back in 1980?
It didn't have a 3-point hitch on it whenever I brought it home, and I wanted to keep it factory, so it took me a couple years to come up with a factory FMC hitch, and I finally located one of those and bought it and put it on there. Other than that, it's all pretty well stock. I haven't changed anything on it. I had to put the ag tires on it, but other than that, it's pretty well stocked.
What do you think a farmer or a gardener would have appreciated about this back in 1980 when it came out new?
Well, as far as the size of the tractor, you can get around. It's real nimble, and these little tractors have got a lot of power. A lot of power. People don't realize what all that you can actually do with the garden tractors, even the smaller ones. We go to plow days and we plow. This one doesn't see a plow, but my son's Bolens, his other Bolens, he does plow with it, and in his Cubs he plows with those too, and it's amazing what these little tractors will do.
Some very handy horsepower, no doubt about it. Thanks so much, Michael, sharing the story of the 1980 Bolens with the Italian engine. Hey, thanks for catching Classic Tractor Fever. If you'd like to see more great garden tractors, be sure to check out these other features. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button to keep those classic tractor stories rolling.